Hello my dear friends, today we are going to see what is the use of Octave GNU and how to install it. Okay, so Octave GNU is used as like your MATLAB, right? So you might have seen or used MATLAB previously. So MATLAB is a licensed version, okay, you need to purchase it. Fine. So GNU Octave is the open source software which is going to provide you a similar fashion of programming as like with that of your MATLAB, right? So GNU Octave is a parallel platform or parallel software which is going to provide you the similar kind of compatibility as like your MATLAB, okay? And this is a open source software. Is that fine? So you can use it and you can uh, program as like your MATLAB. Okay, so this is nothing but the whenever you are going to go for the searching of your Octave, then you can type GNU Octave into the Google search bar, and then you'll be having such kind of search results. Is that fine? Then you go for the Octave GNU, its official website, that is gnu.org. Okay, so once you go for right now the current released Octave GNU is of 5.2 version. Okay, so if I'm going to click on this link, I'll be redirecting towards this link. Is that fine? So they have mentioned many improvements into this. Okay, so you can read those improvements. Fine. Then GUIs, what are the improvements into the GUIs, build system test and all these things, the documents and all these things that you are going to have it. Is that fine? Okay, so over here there is a download option is there. You can download it. So once you are going to click on this download, another page will be opening. Okay, so you will be asked whether you are having a Microsoft Windows operating system or Mac OS or Linux and all these things. So as per your operating system, you can choose your installer. Okay, so whether your operating system is of 32-bit or 64-bit, is that you can select any of this installer and you can download it. I mostly prefer the zip files because whenever we are going to download the installer.exe, there may be a problem of your antivirus, it may delete that file. So the whatever the time that we have expended for this installer, downloading that installer, that may be so it's of no use. It is going to, once it is going to delete your installer.exe file, then again you need to re-download it. Okay, so in order to reduce that time or in order to avoid this kind of problem, I usually prefer downloading the zip file. Is that fine? So I have already downloaded a zip file for my Windows 10 PC. Okay, so I have downloaded that my operating system is of 64-bit. Fine. So I have downloaded this Octave installer of 5.2 version. Okay, that's zip file I have downloaded. Is that fine? If you are having let us say Windows 32-bit operating system, then you can go for this version. Okay, fine. So already I have downloaded this zip file. Okay, so this is my zip file. So this is my zip file I have downloaded previously. Okay, so let us extract this zip file. So for that purpose you need a WinRAR. You are aware about it very well. Okay, it will take a lot of time to. And remember one more thing, whenever you are extracting this zip file, that time also you just uh, turn off your antivirus if you are having any antivirus. So right now I have Net Protector antivirus, so I am going to stop its activity up till my installation completes. Okay, so right now it has been stopped. Fine. Okay, why we have disabled it? Because again it may create that it may delete the .exe file. Okay, so I have finished my extracting the zip file. Okay, so let us go inside this folder. So So likewise, this is your Octave. Fine. So right now we are installing the Octave. Okay, let us check it. Allow Octave to connect to the Octave website when it starts to display current news. Okay, no need to go for it. If you want, you can select that option and you can go for it. So this is nothing but your user interface once you have downloaded or and installed your Octave. Is that fine? Okay. So either you can go for a is equals to, let us say, 10 plus 20. Okay, and you are going to enter it, you will be getting the answers. Okay, so this is nothing but simply right now your Octave has been installed and you have using Octave. Okay, so let us go for first clear all. So it will clear all the contents that you have already used. Okay, fine. So CLC is the instruction which can clear all the data which is present on the screen. Okay, so this is nothing but your clear screen. Is that fine? Okay, so this is nothing but your name of files which are there, that is nothing but your workspace. Okay, so this is your workspace. Okay, so whatever the variables or the variables, yes, variables that you are going to use it will be mentioned over here. Let us say it may be a variable, b variable, whatever the names of that variables. Then there are types of data types. Okay, then there that the dimension which will be mentioned over here. Is that fine? Okay, so let us go for a is equals to 10 plus 20. So let us go over here. A is equals to 10 plus 20. Okay, so it is going to give you a is equals to 30. So right now the name of that variable is a and its size is 1 by 1. So that is nothing but 1 by 1 matrix it is there. Okay, and the data type is of class double. Okay, so data type is of double. Okay, now let us go for mentioning a one dimensional array. Okay, so 1 comma 2 comma 3, let us say this is one dimensional array. Okay, so this is nothing but write down that matrix is nothing but of size one row and three columns, right? So one row, there is a one row and three columns. Okay, and their values has been mentioned over here. Is that fine? So this is nothing but the name of that particular variable. So let us go for b is equals to, we are going to write a two multi-dimensional matrix. Let us say two dimensional matrix 1 comma 2 comma 3, then semi-comma represents it's the end of that particular row and then the next row is going to start from that. Okay, again use the semi-comma. So let us write a 3 by 3 matrix. Is that fine? So this is nothing but a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, so you can see that the dimension is of 3 by 3. Yes, and the name of variable is b, again class is double and the values will be mentioned over here. Is that fine? Okay, okay, so I hope it is rebuilding all this. Fine. Okay, then now let us go for pkg load image. Okay, so this is the instruction to load image package. So image package has been successfully loaded. Okay, if I'm not going to load this image package, then there is a problem whenever we are going to write any image related function. Okay, so right now a is equals to, let us read the image. I am read. Okay, I am read. Now what you have to do, you have to mention a path into this single inverted comma, right? So you have to mention the path of that image, path of, okay, path of image, then slash name of image, name of image, and along with its extension. Okay, so this you have to mention it and don't forget to mention the semicolon, otherwise you will be getting the all the pixel information which are there for that particular image. Is that fine? Okay, so let us write this one. Okay, so let us find out the path of that image. So right now this is my image. Okay, so the path is nothing but what, you can click on this, okay, address bar, and that is nothing but the path, that is d colon slash is the path. What is the file name? Scene, and its extension is jpg. Okay, so remember that you have to mention over here like this. Okay, so I'm going to delete it. So what was the path? D colon slash scene dot jpg. No doubt you can directly copy that and you can find you can paste it over here as well. There is no problem. Control C, Control V works over here fine in Octave. So if I'm going to press enter, the A size is of A matrix has been created. Okay, so three-dimensional matrix it is there. The dimension of that matrix is 810 pixels by 810 pixels, and this 3 is nothing but the 3 color information, RGB color information is there, because this scene is of, this is the color image. Okay, so this is the color image, and because of that it has to have 3 colors. Okay, so 3 color information will be present over here into the third matrix or third dimension, right? So this is your image. So right now this is my image, I have used it. Okay, fine. So if I want to show that image, then I am show in bracket A. So in A we have accepted that image. Okay, so image is in the A matrix. So if I am going to enter it, it will show the result. Okay, so this is nothing but your image. Okay, so this is nothing but the image that we have used. Okay,